Whatever you tell the universe will bring you. If you say, I'm not good enough, it ain't going to bring you more than good enough. And when you say, I deserve success, it'll bring you more success. Okay? And you want to get this. Too many times we have too much resistance. And so we block the flow. And you know what we say? We say, oh, I'm so busy now. Okay, what is the universe here? Well, if you're so busy now, we can't give you this really good buyer that's going to buy something this week because you're already too busy, you won't be able to handle it. Isn't that interesting? So start to notice your self-talk. Start to notice where you take yourself out of the game. Start to notice where you are hitting the delete button on yourself, which is silly. Okay? So I hope you get that tonight's program is not just like great stuff to say, which it's going to be, but it's also got a touch of inspiration. Is that okay with everybody if we do that a little bit? All right, good. All right. Open your hymnals to page 1. This is the Gospel according to John. Vision Realty Centers is proud to offer you bad to the phone. Okay, how to answer the phone, how to have a call of duty, how to get people to actually want to meet you. Now, have you ever picked up the phone? You've ever had someone call you from the internet, an up call, an ad call, advertising, anything like that, and it's like they're interviewing you? Have you ever thought about interviewing them? See, they're asking you all the questions. When people ask you questions, guess what happens? You become defensive. Now, if you walk into the store, you got dressed, okay? You drove across town, you wanted to buy this thing. You walk in the store, and I run up to you. As soon as you walk in, go, hi, I can help you. What's the first thing you said? No, just looking. See, when they tell you they're looking, that's not the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's part of the truth. They are looking. They're looking for somebody really good to help them. You got that? Okay, so let's teach this one. Ready? So say to me, I'm just looking.
I'm just looking.
Now watch this. I say your looking's over. You found me. All right? I want you to turn to a partner, look him or her in the eye and say, I'm just looking. And the partner says,
Your looking's over.
all right, you got it, everybody? All right, now here's the deal. I'm going to be watching very closely, and whoever doesn't practice will come up front and be my partner. All right, so get in 2s or 3s. That can be a legal group, a 2 or 3. 1 is not a group. Are we clear on that? All right, find a partner.
Smile, Carl.
Now you got to say this.
Can I help
Alright, we're going to kind of do a group hug. Very good. Who said that? Right on. Alright, I'm going to say, well, we're not really sure what kind of agent, we're just looking. What are you going to say? Well, you know what? We're not committing to any real estate agent at this time. We just started, we're just looking. What are you going to say?
Looking's over.
Looking's over. You found me. All right, you got it? All right, now listen, that's the easy one. If you can't do that one, it's going to be a rough night. Because they get tougher, and then there's more than like one sentence to say. But the good news is I gave you cheat sheets. So, I gave you some blanks too. Now here's what's cool about the blanks. Some people like blanks, other people don't. The owls, this personality here, they love blanks. And if the owls, the analytical left brain people, don't have all these filled in, then no matter what I do, they had a terrible evening because I left some of these things blank. Okay, and if I were to like jump ahead and move things like that, they would be upset because they want to go in order. Got what I'm saying, everybody? Who are typical owls? Engineers. Anybody know any engineers? Architects, okay, accountants. You get this? Methodical, step-by-step people. So I come into your home and I say, I'm just kind of curious, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm an engineer. How long have you been an engineer? 30 years. Guess where I'm going? Right over here. And I'm going to start asking questions, and I'm going to say, so in the process of selling your home, are there certain things you'd like to see me do for you? Do you think they have an outline? You go to an engineer's home, they got stuff they're asking you. Ron, you were an engineer. I sold this guy home last year. We went in this, what'd you have, like a 20-page handout with questions for me? Yeah, he was like all ready for me, okay? And I became very respectful, and I said, oh, he's an engineer, okay? I'm going to enter his world, because guess how engineers make decisions? The way engineers make decisions. If I get all excited, if I put pressure on him, if I try to become his best friend, is that the way he makes decisions? No. Okay? Methodical, step-by-step, information, no pressure, logical. So we'll go through the different personalities now, weave them in as we're going. Now I want you to get real clear on this. Now for the folks that came in, we had a group that was here really early, which I truly love and appreciate. And so we talked a little bit about this. You want to take your last page, just draw a line through the center, and then start copying this stuff down, because this is the 4 basic personalities of every human on the planet. You got one of them, you might have a combination of some of them. And John's asked me to weave the personalities into the presentation that we're teaching today. So I'll refer to this and then we'll wrap up going over it. And you'll be amazed at how easy you can figure out who people are now. Now, if you can walk into somebody's home and figure out who they are in just a few minutes, does it give you an advantage communicating with them? Because you can get on the same page. Okay, you know what's important to them. So, your objective when answering the phone, these are your first blanks here, on page 1, is to get the caller to like and trust you. Get them to like and trust you. Now, if they don't like you, do you think they're going to work with you?
Nope.
No. Okay? If they don't trust you, do you think they're going to work with you? No. Let me tell you what they're going to do. They're going to use you. Well, let's call that person out. They sent postcards, they sent stuff, they knocked on our door, they left a magnet, they did stuff. Let's call them. We'll use them for a second opinion. Do you got that, everybody? How do you feel about being used? Yeah, not good. Okay? Now, I don't mind going in as a second opinion. I love it. Because guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to pleasantly surprise them. Now watch this. I'm going to start off with questions. I'm going to say, so Mr. and Mrs. Seller, you mentioned that you had another agent out before I came over. Is that right? And they're going to say, yes. Now watch this. Here, that was already one question. Watch this. What did the other agent do or say that you really liked? And what is the seller telling me now? On a silver platter, here's what they did that was really cool. And then they get all done telling me that, and I say, that's it? And they're like, yeah, why? What do you do? Now, do you see how they're listening differently? They're not listening to me now to use me. They're listening to find out, maybe this guy's better. Maybe she's better. Maybe we should go with them. Get what I'm saying, everybody? How fast did it happen? 2 questions in seconds. Isn't that amazing? And they called me in to use me, and I thought I'd rather like to get paid. How about you guys? You like to get paid? Right on. Okay? Turn to your partner, look him in the eye, and say, I like money. Right? Now I want you to take it to a new level, okay? I like money when my name's on it. All right. And that's a whole other thing, you know. People are like, oh, I don't know if I can make that much money. Yeah, you can. Okay? Well, what happens if I make all this money? I'll have tax problems. We should be so lucky. Okay? More is better. Okay? Check it out. Now, if you make a lot of money, do your problems go away? No, because look at how many like movie stars and stuff commit suicide, do drugs, all that kind of stuff. They get in trouble. And they got all kinds of money. See, so money doesn't make stuff go away. It just means that when you have a problem, you go to the problem in a limo. All right. So, what's your goal when you're talking to a person on the phone or doing an open house or meeting them to get them to like and trust you? All right, that sounds pretty easy, right? You like me? You trust me? Good, let's do some business. Well, we can't say it that blatant, right? You can trust me, ask my mom, she does. Okay, as soon as we tell somebody I'm honest, you can trust me, guess what they don't? They don't. So guess what we have to do? We can't tell them that, we have to demonstrate it. We have to earn their trust. We have to prove that we know what we're doing, that we're credible. So jot down next to that, credible. It's all about being credible. If I showed up this evening and I was late, would that have affected my credibility? Yeah. If I showed up this evening and I did stupid stuff right off the bat, would you have thought, oh my God, I gave him a meeting for this? See what I'm saying? So we had to come in with some stuff right away where you said, this guy's worth listening to. This was good. I'm glad I'm here. Okay? Write that down on the page. Another technique, I'm glad I'm here. Everybody write that down? And let's put it in your head and in your heart. As you're writing it down, I want you to say it out loud. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm here. How come I'm the only one saying it? I wanted you to say it. I'm glad I'm here. Ready? I'm glad I'm here. check this out. I go to somebody's home and they say, oh my gosh, you know what, we lost our job, you know, we've used all of our funds, we have no money left, we're upside down, we don't know what's going on. Guess what I'm going to say?
Glad I'm here.
Yeah, but I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm going to lower my voice, I'm going to put my sad face on. I'm going to say, you know, with all that you got going on, I'm glad I'm here. We're going to take good care of you. Isn't that interesting? Now I come to somebody's house, so I'm just curious why we're going, oh my gosh, we got this promotion, things are great. You know what? I'm glad I'm here. With all that stuff you got going on, I'm going to take good care of you. You see that, everybody? And it all started with, I'm glad I'm here. Okay, isn't that cool? So if somebody says to you, you know, the dog died, you know, my wife just left me, my TV doesn't work, and I say, I'm glad I'm here! Okay, is that like a disconnect?
Yeah.
See, that was like too much energy. So what I'm saying is, you ever heard the saying, when in Rome, do what the Romans do? Okay, so pay attention. Where are people at? Enter their world. Now check this out. What a gift. Okay, what an opportunity. I get to go out to somebody's home in the evening and they open the door and let me in. Now you might want to notice they had a peephole, they had a chain lock, they had a deadbolt lock, the regular lock, and an alarm system. And they let you and me in. I think that's pretty cool. Because guess what we were until they met us? A stranger. And on some level, on the phone or through our marketing, we got them to like and trust us enough to say, let's invite this person in and see what they can do for us. Am I right? Okay, be clear on this. I'm sharing brilliance with you here. People don't invite you into their home because they got nothing else to do. Well, honey, what do you want to do? Well, I don't know. We went to the comedy club last week and we saw a movie before that. Hey, why don't we invite one of the realtors out? See, they're just not going to do that. It's not entertaining. So if you're at their house, be serious. They're bringing you out because they want to pay you if you're good enough. Okay? Now, are you good enough?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Okay? Now, somewhere on here, I want you to jot this down. Man, this is a bonus, John. It's not even in my notes.
Send me the bill, John.
Okay? I want you to write this down. Why settle for good? Why settle for good when you can have better or best? Why settle for good when you can have better or best? Why settle for good when you can have better or best? I've been teaching that since 1988. And you know what? I'm here to tell you something right now. Some of you in this room, sitting in the chairs, you've settled. And you've listened to the naysayers and the negative people how bad the market is. Okay? In any market, are there some people that are doing well?
Yes.
Yeah, because guess what they're doing? They're not listening to how bad the market is. See, when people started telling me years ago the market's really bad, I thought, oh, this is great. All the people are going to stop working. I'll be able to rise to the top. Do you think cream rises to the top, or do you think cream, any farmers in here? Cream works its way to the top. Isn't that interesting? It doesn't rise by itself. See, so when times get tough, do you think people want to go with losers? Do you think they want to go with people who are hesitant? Do you think they want to go with people who don't know what they're doing? Or do you think they will pay and hire someone that's really good at what they do? Someone who shows up with confidence, somebody who makes them feel better inside their own home because you're there. Get what I'm saying, everybody? So that's who it is that you are. So why settle for good when you can what?
And better or best?
Better or best. Yes, you can look at your notes. It's okay. All right? Next one. You got them to like and trust you, so your goal when they call you is to do what? Tell them everything that they need to know on the phone so they don't have to talk with you anymore?
Nope.
Some real estate agents think that's their goal. Oh, let me tell you about this home. It's got 3 bedrooms, it's 1,316 square feet. They remodeled the basement, you know, they got green carpeting, they've got this, they're doing this, they're going to leave the microwave. Anything else I can tell you so you don't want to meet me? Okay, your blank there is meet the caller. I've never had a drive-by offer. You got to meet these people to get them to sign stuff. Okay, you get what I'm saying? So my goal is to meet the caller. I get an internet thing. Hey, went to your website. I like what I saw. Great. When do you want to get together? Hello, how fast was that? When do you want to?
Get together.
Get together. I send them stuff. Thank you for coming to my website. I'd love to talk with you and share some different ideas and find out what's most important to you. Here's my cell phone. What's yours? What did I ask right away? How can we talk? How can we meet? Okay? Real estate agents all over America are dumb.